But I've been approached to work for an independent company, investigating all kinds of stuff like, um, all the different conspiracies that are going on right now. So it's not just going to be flat Earth, and they want me to be basically a bit of a journalist in that respect. So that's going to be happening soon, probably within the next month. But I still want to keep the flat Earth stuff going, absolutely. And part of the investigative nature of this new news stream, because it is going to be a new news stream, it's essentially going to be a bit like Alex Jones. They already have offices throughout the world. It's this level 32 Freemason. He's the guy that's setting it up. I actually decorated his offices for him. We got talking, and when he told me the scope and scale of what he has planned, we've been collaborating about this before he actually launches, and he's all for exposing these people. Mortgage is £427 for a month for my 4-bedroom house. I even have 100 quid in my account. That's how fucking bad shit is. Literally.
Runty, the Dumpty. Hello everybody, I hope you're doing good today. This video may contain copyrighted material being used underneath the Fair Use Act to expose the con man. Runty, let's get started. Alright, if you see my other video on the other flat earth con man, Jason Disbury, you'll know that I mentioned Ranty and his funding of a drone that he did on GoFundMe when he didn't even buy the drone. He just pocketed the money and probably spent it on his new house. That's right. The same time when Ranty was asking for this money for a drone, he was closing on a new house that he just bought with his soon-to-be wife. No wonder he didn't buy the drone. As far as the opening clips, I'll leave the links down below. I suggest you go watch Mr. Cheswick's video. That's where Ranty talks about the 32nd degree Mason, and he also is raking in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of dollars in super chat from these Masons. And Cheswick does a video on it. He breaks it down pretty well. I'll leave the link. I suggest you all go watch it. So anyways, after I made my video on Jason Disbury, this clown had to come out the very next day and do damage control. And that's what this is, damage control. Man, if I had a buck for every time I made somebody do damage control, I'd be rich. Because I made Mark and Patty do damage control just about every freaking week. And I've been slacking off, Mark Sargent. And I'm back. So, let's listen to this nonsense why he's going to do this stream.
This is a kind of on the hop kind of stream, really. Primarily for this beautiful place behind me, Loch Ness. So I am planning to go to Loch Ness, and I've been planning it all year long. It's when I'm going to.
He's been planning this experiment all year, and it's just ridiculous. It's pretty much a repeat of the same experiments these people do over and over and over again. And then the ballers just come back and say, oh, it's refraction. So this proves nothing, but let's listen to this nonsense.
I'm going to bring the drone out, and I'm going to run through a few.
Let me back up.
This beautiful place behind me, Loch Ness. So I am planning to go to Loch Ness, and I've been planning it all year long. It's when I'm going to bring the drone out, and I'm going to run through a few things, dates and times.
So that's when he's going to debut this drone that he never bought. You know, the last time, a couple weeks ago or a month ago, whatever, he told somebody else that he was going to debut the drone on the Globe Lie Tour that he was supposed to do, that he backed out of. Yeah. He ain't got no drone to debut. He'll probably be debuting somebody else's drone in October, or I don't know, 14th, 15th, whenever he says he's going to do this experiment. He made this video to push you, get everybody off of his back asking about the drone, and give him another month to cover his ass. That's the only reason he made this video. You'll see, because it's just fucking ridiculous, this experiment. So let's keep on going here and listen to this experiment.
For instance, see this little outcrop. If I zoom in, there's a little outcrop there. So if I can put a marker on here and say a little marker over here, so I've got two markers in a direct line of sight, and then I'm filming from, say, down here somewhere, let's say here, I'll be able to check for curvature, you know, be able to check for curvature. So,
there you go.
Let's run through a couple of these things. So this is the design that I've come up with. So what I'm going to have is I'm going to have a little stake at the bottom. So it's going to have a little stake, a couple of little wings on the side, maybe 3 of them, to give it some balance. So I'm hoping to jab the stake end into the soil or the sand at the edge of the lock, right next to the water's edge. And what I'm going to try and...
So let me stop this nonsense. And notice all the pyramids here, man. Pyramid there, pyramid here. I mean, there's probably about 12 different pyramids in this little freaking thing he made up. But anyways, he's going to stake these out about every 3 to 5 miles, and he's going to zoom in on it with this P1000. Now, what the drone is for, I don't know, because he doesn't need a drone in this experiment. No drone at all, unless these are hiding behind a curve and he needs to raise up in the sky to see them. You see, Ranty's claim to fame is he took a bunch of pictures, put them in Photoshop, added some math equations on it, and said it's proof of flat Earth. But when you looked at the pictures, it looked like a big mound of fucking water right in the middle on a curved ball. So this guy, I mean, he's dumb as a box of rocks. That's why I'm going to call him Runty. Runty the Dumpty. Because he's dumb as a bag of rocks. He can't even fake it like Jaron, Bob, and the rest of the cult. They have the vocabulary to fake their intelligence. Runty doesn't. Runty is Dumpty. He is. He doesn't have the intelligence or the vocabulary to fool anybody. But yet he's trying to act like he's done a great service to flat Earth. That's ridiculous. So let's go on here. He kind of explains this experiment a little bit more, and you'll see quickly that a drone isn't even needed in this experiment. And he just threw this together in 5 minutes because he seen my video on Jason Disbury calling him and Jason out. Well, guess what, Anthony Riley? You're next, con man.
So I've got 3 posts, all on these little outcrops, like say here, here, and here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my P900 behind this, level with the center of the middle here. And I'm going to be trying to line it up with this one, and then see whether or not I can see the third one, and whether or not it's in a straight line or not.
So what's the drone for? You don't even need a drone for this. All you need is your P1000 and zooming in. Up, there's the first sign. There's the second sign. Up, Earth must be flat. Well, you know the ballers are going to come back and say, refraction, reflection off the water, refraction around the curve. Some of the ballers even say, because the lake is flat on a curved Earth. But anyways, there you go. They're all doing damage control. And I got a message to you, Mark Sargent. You go around claiming to be the leader of this cult, which you call a community. Well, you better rein them in, because they're making the thievery look obvious. Ranty doesn't have a drone to debut. He just did this video to get people off his back for the next month, till he can figure out what other lie to say if he doesn't have a drone. But I suspect he will have a drone when he does this experiment. It just won't be his drone. Ranty bought a brand new 4-bedroom house at the same time he was asking you for money for a drone. People, you're buying people drones, houses, RVs, vacations, world tours. That's what you're all paying for. Forgive these people, for they fleeced their sheep not of their wool, but of their money. Have a good day, everybody.